The New York Times forgot a very important detail in this story as usual. Hello friends, thanks for stopping by. Untypical Millennial here. When it comes to media manipulation, the goal is not to tell you lies, but change the context of the facts and paint it in a different light for you. This is becoming more common. It is apparent that the New York Times forgot an important detail out in the story we are talking about today. A New York traffic officer, Anastasios Tsakos, was killed after a drunk driver crashed into him while he was directing morning traffic. It seems some news outlets are reporting this as a simple accident. However, this story goes a little bit deeper than the New York Times would like you to know. Here is the local news report.
Jessica Bouvet appeared in court in Queens and admitted that she had been drinking and smoking marijuana before she got into her car. Eyewitness News reporter Derek Waller has more.
Tequila, wine, vodka, marijuana. That's what police say the defendant was drinking and smoking in the hours before she got into her Volkswagen and killed a beloved highway patrolman. But now she says she's sorry.
What are you sorry for? I'm sorry that I hit him and he's dead.
That's what she told reporters in handcuffs. But earlier in the day, moments after getting arrested, an eyewitness says 32-year-old Jessica Bouvet had a different attitude.
And the last thing I heard was, all right, get the F out of my way or stay the F over there, I don't care.
Now she's facing 13 criminal charges after running down veteran NYPD highway patrolman Anastasios Tsakos early Tuesday morning on the LIE. He was directing traffic after a previous fatal crash. A 26-year-old man died when the driver of an Infiniti slammed into a pole. Then Officer Tsakos himself would die at the hands of a woman who admittedly hated the cops, posting this long rant on her Facebook page hours before the crash.
We're not scared of the police. We want you to know we don't give a about you, your mama, your children, your wife.
But by all accounts, Officer Tsakos was a hero with a wife and 2 young children they'll never see again.
His partner yelled out and other police officers were able to get out of the way, but that didn't stop this defendant who ran.
Loved ones speaking out, including his brother, who spoke to Eyewitness News by phone.
He didn't know this. He just bought a house. He was starting his life. Everything. He was doing good. Everything was cut short. That's it.
Police also say that Bouvet blew a .15 on the breathalyzer 2 hours after her arrest. Her driving record so bad, her license had been suspended. The mother of a 13-year-old boy now faces up to 15 years in prison.
I will use the same term I hear all the cool kids say these days. You should have kept that same energy about the cops when they were taking you away. Jessica Bouvet, also known as Phoenix Michelle, runs a podcast online out of New York City. While I could not find many clips of previous podcasts on her website, which I will have a link to in the description, it is reported, as you just saw, that hours before this incident, she was ranting to her viewers saying things like "F the police." Bouvet also said, "We can fight the police too. If you're going to shoot me, get it over with. What I am saying is, you're not going to try me while I'm still breathing." She later added, like NWA say about the police, "If you're going to kill me, at least I get to take someone with me. I'm one of those people. If I'm going to go, someone is coming." News outlets like the New York Times fail to even mention any of this in their newest article regarding the situation. No mention of any motivations, a simple tragic accident. The reason I think they are failing to mention this, in my opinion, is simply to cover up the fact that maybe some of the anti-police rhetoric being spread by prominent figures could contribute to something like this. Seriously? You are telling me a woman who openly disliked police, so happened to accidentally crash into a police officer hours later after saying the things she said? I call BS. This seems premeditated to me. Here is another clip I obtained of her on her podcast speaking on police not being fit to do their job. She uses the same rhetoric that many left-wing activists use, that cops should not be cops if they ever fear for their life in the line of duty.
The fact of what she's saying is absolutely true, because that's one of the things that police use a lot. Like, I felt threatened. You can't sign up for a position or a job anywhere where you know you might be putting yourself in a position to be put in any kind of harm's way, and then use the excuse, "I felt threatened," to not do your job. Then you need to be a librarian. because she does, one thing. I draw blood for a living. I can't say that I took the needle out or I let the needle break in the patient's arm because I was scared of getting stuck. That is my job. I went to school for it. I knew that when I signed up. I knew that before I started work. And when I collect my paycheck, I know that's why I'm being paid. So I can't use that as an excuse for why I didn't do my job the way I was paid and trained to do because I was scared. Quit. Get a different job. Find something that's less hazardous to your health or less dangerous for your experience, and work in that field. There are plenty of desk jobs. Work at Walmart, for Christ's fucking sake.
Of course, what no one seems to understand is that police do not sign up to give up their right to live. You genius. Police officers have the same exact rights as citizens to protect themselves when in harm's way. Well, that's because they are citizens as well, not fearless, emotionless robots like myself. But of course, the overwhelming amount of misinformation regarding police procedures is common in this political sphere. And I might add, you should fear for your life as a police officer when people like this live in your city, as they will run you over for no real apparent reason. I want to take the time to thank Officer Sakos for his service, and may he rest in peace. You did not deserve this. I hope your family can find peace in the arrest of your killer. And as for her, I hope she saves these tears for the judge. Thank you for watching this video. Please, if you like this type of content, hit the like button and subscribe, it helps tremendously. Catch you on the next one. Goodbye.